Please come in the video. Okay. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So, Prabhu?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. I'll just spotlight. Sorry, I
Yeah,
was taking the host place.
no
Yeah,
problem. Yeah, fine. So, Hare Krishna devotees, today we will be having, we are going to start the new session. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Thank you, Shamanandani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah,
Mataji.
Hari Hari
Today
Bol.
read Mataji.
Yeah, so we are going to read today Chaitanya Charitamrita until Leela, chapter 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, chapter 7. So you can read the first verse and then I'll read the translation and we will go like that. Yeah, wherever it needs explanations.
Okay, Mataji.
Thank you.
Shlok 1. Chaitanya charanam bhuja makarandaliha bhaje jesamo matrena paramo opi amaro bhavet.
Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, simply by the causeless mercy of the devotees engaged in licking honey from his lotus feet. Even a fallen soul becomes eternally liberated. So interesting, huh? We can see here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who is the author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. What he says, simply by the causeless mercy of the devotees engaged in licking honey from his lotus feet, even a fallen soul becomes eternally liberated. So before beginning this chapter, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, his offering is obeisances, his pranams to who? To the devotees of Mahaprabhu. And what are the devotees of Mahaprabhu doing? They are actually licking honey from his lotus feet. So what happens by their mercy? So if we get their mercy, then what happens? Even a fallen soul can get liberated. Fallen soul, someone who has no hope, no chance of getting the mercy of Krishna, but even that person, he gets mukti. He gets eternally freed from all his, fallen state by the mercy of the devotees. This is the power and potency of the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is very humbly offering his respects to all these devotees.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Datta Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vinda.
All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Advaita Chandra, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we see this verse is there in almost every, in fact, in every chapter, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is glorifying the Panchatattvas and all the, they are. So Panchatattva means it's all the Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Srivas Thakur, and Gadadhar Pandit, and all the associates headed by Srivas Thakur.
Shlok 3. Vashanantare jata gaurero bhakta ganaila purvavat Mahaprabhu sabare milila.
The next year, all the devotees of Bengal went to visit Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, And as previously, the Lord met each and every one of them.
শ্লোক 4 এই মত বিলাস প্রভুর ভক্তগণ লইয়া হেন কালে বল্লভ ভক্ত মিলিল আসিয়া
Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his pastimes with his devotees. Then a learned scholar named Vallabha Bhatta went to Jagannath Puri to meet the Lord. So when all the devotees from Bengal came, Mahaprabhu was actually performing his pastimes. At the time, Vallabha Bhatta also came. He's a very learned scholar. So he came to Jagannath Puri to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
শ্লোক 5 আসিয়া বন্দিল ভট্ট প্রভুর চরণে প্রভু ভগবত বুদ্ধে পইলা আলিঙ্গনে
So when Vallabha Bhatta arrived, he offered his obeisances at the lotus feet of the Lord. Accepting him as a great devotee, the Lord embraced him.
শ্লোক 6-7 মান্য করি প্রভু তারে নিকটে বসাইলা বিনয় করিয়া ভট্ট কহিতে লাগিলা
With great
বহুদিন
just one shlok, Mataji. Yeah, thank you. With great respect, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu seated Vallabha Bhatta near him. Then Vallabha Bhatta very humbly began to speak.
বহুদিন মনোরথ তোমা দেখিবারে জগন্নাথ পূর্ণ কলা দেখিলু তোমারে
So now Vallabha Bhatta is speaking. For a long time he said, I have desired to see you, my Lord. Now Lord Jagannath has fulfilled this desire, therefore I am seeing you. So Vallabha Bhatta is telling to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, my desire is now fulfilled by the mercy of Lord Jagannath.
শ্লোক 8 তোমার দর্শনে যে পাই সেই ভাগ্যবান তোমাকে দেখিয়ে যেন সাক্ষাৎ ভগবান
One who receives your audience is fortunate indeed, for you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. So, just by getting your darshan, one becomes very fortunate, and Vallabha Bhatta is able to acknowledge and understand. He was able to understand that Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
শ্লোক 9 তোমার এ যে স্মরণ করে সে হয় পবিত্র দর্শনে পবিত্র হবে কি বিচিত্র
Since one who remembers you is purified, why should it be astonishing that one becomes purified by seeing you? So here Vallabha Bhatta is quoting a very nice point, that if we remember Krishna, if we remember the Lord, that itself is very purifying. So if remembrance can purify so much, what to speak about having darshan of the Lord? So it has so much of blessings. So that's why for us also, of course, by the mercy of the Lord also comes in various forms. He comes in Archa Vigraha, he comes as holy name, he comes through in the form of scripture. So many different ways also the Lord comes. But here we see that, suppose we are in a place where we can't access any of those things, but even simply by remembering him, we can actually connect to Krishna. If we see, Draupadi, when she was in the royal assembly of the Kauravas, right? And we all know Dukshasana, he was about to disrobe her. That time, what did Draupadi do? Krishna was not physically present in the assembly, and nor that she was able to go and pray anywhere, because she was put in a situation that all these warriors are sitting, and her position was in a very, very critical, in the sense she's begging everyone to protect her, but no one is ready to actually support her. So then what did Draupadi do? Draupadi only remembered Krishna. So how powerful is remembering the Lord? She remembered Krishna and then she called out Krishna's name. Without remembering, how can you even call Krishna? It's not possible. So remembering the Lord. So that is why they say golden rule of Krishna conscious is our Krishna conscious. The principle is that always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. Why we are chanting? So that we can always remember, we can remember Krishna. Every single activity or service we are doing, so that we can remember Krishna all the time. It could be deity worship, it could be book distribution, it could be any seva. But all the seva, the purpose of all this is to remember Krishna. Because why we have to remember Krishna? Of course, we can say many things, but one of the things is we remember Krishna. By remembering him, we become purified. Because Krishna is all pure. So when we remember Krishna, we also become purified. So it is very important that we remember Krishna. And then he says, because now he's in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he says, just by remembering you, one can get purified. What to speak about having your darshan? So that is the point. So we should also, so our mood should be that whatever we do, we should not forget the purpose. Otherwise, what happens, it is like operation success, patient dead. So we may do a service and we are thinking something else. Yet we will get benefit because Krishna is so kind. Okay, this person has come and has done something for me. So Krishna is going to be very merciful. But what happens is that we are missing the the real essence. The real essence is to always remember Krishna. So that's why in all our services we have to become more, um, that's why now they say mindful. We should be very conscious. We should be conscious of Krishna. When we do chanting, we should remember Krishna. While chanting, our mind goes to so many different places, right? So we have to bring back the mind, because the purpose of chanting is to remember Krishna. Similarly, any seva we are doing, we may be standing in front of the Lord, or we may be hearing a lecture, and then we may be thinking something else, or we may be doing something. Sometimes, see, in a class we are physically present, but we are mentally absent. So then the purpose gets lost. And what is that purpose? To remember Krishna. So that is very important. So here Venkata Bhatta brings a point that by remembering you, one easily, just by remembering, one can get purified. How wonderful it is. So we should try, to remember Krishna all the time. So that's why Srila Prabhupada has given all this principles we can see in Krishna consciousness, whether waking up, deity worship, reading books, being in the association. Because by being in the association of devotees, we can remember Krishna easily. So everything is meant to remember the Lord. Yes, yes, Mataji.
Shalok 10. Jesamo সংসারনাথ পুংসামো সদ্য সুধন্তিব গিহা কিংম পূর্ণ দর্শন স্পর্শ পাদ সজ্জা সনাদিবিহ দিভিহি.
Thank you. One can immediately purify his entire house simply by remembering exalted personalities. To say nothing of directly seeing them, touching their lotus feet, washing their feet, or offering them places to sit. This is the second important point. So, one, we saw how important is to remember Krishna. By just remembering Krishna, one can get purified. And now, the second important point is not only by remembering Krishna we get purified. The same potency we get, or the same blessing we get, by remembering the devotees of Krishna also. By remembering those pure devotees, the exalted, the great devotees of the Lord, also one not only purifies himself, the entire house also gets purified. And just remember, when great devotees come to our house, we see them, and we may wash their feet, or we touch their feet and take blessings, or we serve them in various ways. These are all additional blessings. But just by remembering the exalted, that anyone and everyone can do. Sometimes we may think, okay, my house, I can't, maybe invite some devotees. Just by sitting in the house, if we remember, um, welcoming the devotees, having them with us, serving them, just by remembering them, one can immediately purify his entire house simply by remembering exalted personalities. How wonderful it is. So it is not about externals. Sometimes we may even welcome a devotee to home, maybe a great saintly personality, and we may even get absent minded, and then we may be just trying to do things in such a way that it is pleasing for us. Oh yeah, great devotee has come to my house. you know our intentions could be wrong, or our intentions may not be correct. Or sometimes we may think that okay, for some other motives, it could be for a name, it could be for a fame, or whatever, other motives, one may actually even serve a great Vaishnava. But here the point is that just by remembering a devotee, just by remembering Krishna, one gets purified. By remembering a devotee also, one gets purified. And it is not this purification is like, okay, I remembered the devotee and I will be purified after some years or at the end of my life. No, one can immediately purify his entire house just by remembering the exalted personalities. Amazing, isn't it? This is actually from Srimad Bhagavatam, uh, Canto 1, chapter 19, verse 33. This glorification is given. Yes, Mataji.
Shalok 11. কলিকালের ধর্ম কৃষ্ণ নাম সংকীর্তন কৃষ্ণ শক্তি বিনা নহে তার প্রবর্তন
The fundamental religious system in the age of Kali is the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. Unless empowered by Krishna, one cannot propagate the Sankirtan movement. This is another important verse. We see that many devotees have quoted this in their talks, and also Srila Prabhupada has quoted this many times. Very, very important verse. The fundamental religious system in the age of Kali is the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. We all know that Kali Yuga, the prescribed process, like each yuga has got a process to deliver people. Like Satya Yuga, the process to deliver people is to meditate. So people were doing meditation to deliver themselves, from the cycle of birth, death, old age, and disease. And in the Treta Yuga, people were performing various kind of yajnas, sacrifices. And then we see in Dwapar Yuga, people were performing, the elaborate temple worship. And Kali Yuga, the prescribed process mentioned in the scripture is chanting the holy name. It has so much of potency. So this is a prescribed method, the formula for the age, for Kali Yuga. And the next important point here mentioned is, unless empowered by Krishna, one cannot propagate the Sankirtan movement. Unless we are empowered by the Lord, if the Lord's special blessings are there only, one can share this message to everyone. Basically, in simple terms, we can make many devotees only if we are empowered by the Lord. Otherwise, by our own effort, it is not possible. We need that special mercy and special blessings. Then we will be able to be empowered by the Lord. We will talk on this a little more. This point, important point. You go for the next, Mataji, and then.
শ্লোক 12. তাহা প্রবর্তাইলা তুমি এই তো প্রমাণ কৃষ্ণ শক্তি ধরো তুমি ইথে নাহি আনো
You have spread the Sankirtana movement of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, it is evident that you have been empowered by Lord Krishna. There is no question about it. So here Vallabha Bhatta is saying to Mahaprabhu that you have flooded everywhere, the whole of India. You can see you have flooded, everyone's heart with this Krishna prema. So from that, one can understand that you are empowered by the Lord. Of course, Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but because he plays a role of a devotee, so he's meaning that. So he's saying this point. So what is empowered? So who can be empowered by the Lord? Can everyone be empowered? Can you, me, and everyone can be empowered by the Lord? Or is it only a set of devotees can be empowered by the Lord? Srila Prabhupada mentions that everyone can be empowered because Krishna is not partial. Krishna says in the Gita, Samoham Sarvabhuteshu. Krishna is not partial to any living entity. He is equal to Sarva Bhuteshu, all the living entities. But how do I get empowered? So the qualification to get empowered is that we have to we have to have the sincerity of service. We want to sincerely serve the Lord. When Krishna sees our sincerity to serve him, then Krishna empowers that person. And that, we can see, in Srila Prabhupada got this instruction from his spiritual master that, you go to the West and share this message of Bhagavad Gita to everyone. Srila Prabhupada took that as his life and soul. And he was very, he sincerely tried. We see in the Prabhupada's biography how much hardships Srila Prabhupada has to go through. So many challenges came on the way. But Prabhupada was very determined and he was very eager that, I have to fulfill this instruction of my spiritual master and I want to give Krishna consciousness to the whole world because people are all suffering. People are all suffering because they have forgotten the Lord. So I want to, help them. This was the compassionate mood of Srila Prabhupada, and he was very desperate. And he felt helpless. He was completely dependent on the Lord, and he was very surrendered. So he attracted the mercy of Krishna. So this is a qualification to attract the mercy. So how? And then what happens? Krishna empowers that personality. When Krishna sees our mood of helplessness, dependence and surrender, and our sincere desire to serve him, then Krishna empowers us. So we can practically apply this in our life also. Currently all of us are doing different services, and each one of us being the practitioners of Krishna consciousness, sadhakas, we all have a desire, some desire to serve the Lord, or we all want to serve the Lord in some capacity. Someone may want to, of course, distribute more books, serve, by distributing books, want to serve Srila Prabhupada and Krishna. Someone wants to, serve by, we have this Bhakti Vriksha program. Someone may be leader who want to, bring many souls to the lotus feet of Krishna. So like that, various different capacities everyone wants to serve. But then we also face a lot of challenges, when we perform devotional service. The challenges may come in various ways. Sometimes, it can come from within. Maybe our mind is not cooperating, or bodily we may face some challenges, or mentally some disturbances, or some other people are coming and troubling our preaching, or troubling, or giving some hindrances, in our service. That could be a lot of challenges. But how do we actually attract the mercy? Okay, all this are going on, but still, are we, determined to go on with our service? Sometimes what happens when we see that we do a program, for example, we are giving a talk, or we have arranged a program, and in that program, we are only very less people have turned up. Naturally, what happens? Our enthusiasm goes down. Oh, we think that, oh, I expected 100 people, in this program, but I only could see that some 30 people have come. Oh, then my efforts up. So then what happens? Our enthusiasm goes down. And then maybe in another program we are trying to do, in another program also, the number of turnout is less. So says repeatedly, this is what is happening. Say we are not able to get the response what we are looking for, and then and we feel that I don't think so this service is for me. Maybe I should take up some service, or we may blame, oh, people are not responding properly, what to do. Either we blame others, or we feel that, mm, we feel embarrassed that, I couldn't actually do it. Our ego gets hurt, and then we sometimes we may drop the service, or our energy level or enthusiasm towards the service may decrease. So this is what generally happens. But what is the qualification to receive that special mercy of Krishna? That we feel that another thing is, yeah, we feel that we are helpless. Krishna, I can't actually do this by my own and my own, strength, but I really want to please you. I really want to, serve you. So when that desperate mood, we are praying and we are keep trying, surely we see that the empowerment comes from Krishna. So how do we know that we are actually empowered or not? Is it by the result we know that we are empowered? No. If you are empowered by the Lord, this is a qualification. What is that? An empowered devotee sees and feels himself to be the lowest of men, for he knows that whatever he does is due to the inspiration given by the Lord. Um, Given by the Lord. So, the devotee who is actually empowered feels that if something wonderful happens, he 100% knows inside that it's definitely not because of me. My dear Lord, thank you so much that you have come and then you have, empowered me as an instrument. That's why it has actually happened. Sometimes we may say it out that it is all the Lord's mercy, but inside we may give some credit to ourselves. But actually, someone is truly empowered or genuinely empowered. Is a person who actually feels it's definitely not me. It is actually the Lord who has actually done everything. I'm just an instrument. So we see, Shila, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, how Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the author himself, very well fits in this definition, because he says that I'm just a worm in the stool, and we see he has written a Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is like nectar, complete nectar. And what age he wrote all this? At the age of 90, around 90, an age which is like, someone will forget everything. The hands are, he says that my hands are shaking. My memory is not that this thing, but yet he wrote this book because empowered by the Lord. And we see Srila Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they were also, in fact, they were very talented personalities, but yet they always kept straw in in their teeth, and they felt that they are totally, unqualified. So when we have developed that mood of humility, that Krishna, truly I do not possess anything, it is only by your mercy that can I actually can do something, for you and for the mission. Then we see that the Lord empowers us. So this is the qualification of empowerment, to get empowered. I think
I can't.
just okay. So this is a way to get empowered, and this is open to all. Everyone can actually grab this mercy. It is not just it is available for someone. So when we try to develop this mood, naturally we see that Krishna becomes very pleased, and then actually he empowers us. So that's what will attract the mercy of the Lord. We can't demand the Lord. I'm putting so much energy, I'm putting so much of effort, but why this is not happening to me? That question itself defeats that this definition, because by saying that or by thinking like that, what happens is that actually we are thinking, I have done my best. Actually, I have not received mercy from the Lord, or it is like in an indirect way we are blaming the Lord, or in an indirect way we are telling others are the reasons. The failure, the cause of failure is not me, it is others. So then what happens? It is it is like subtly, it is like arrogance, that I did my best, but I didn't get the support, or I didn't get the mercy. So that is a quite opposite mood. We see all our acharyas, and let's take Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, when he came to the Western country, we know, in fact, before even come to US, he actually established, he tried to establish, he established League of Nations before establishing ISKCON. He established a movement called League of Nations in Jhansi. If you read the biography, we know. And Prabhupada thought that's going to flourish really. And it was in India. But what happened? It didn't take off. And then Prabhupada have to leave India and then go. And even to the West, we know so much of challenges. And then finally, we saw the magic what happened. So this is what Prabhupada's life history is a wonderful example for all of us. I mean, we cannot imitate Prabhupada and we should not, but we can follow in the footsteps. That is what is our acharyas have given, or acharyas are encouraging us that we should follow in the footsteps of the great personalities. Mahajana ena gata sapanta. So following the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, how Prabhupada was so determined, so much prayerful mood. So I would like to read this prayers Srila Prabhupada offered in Jalatuta. This is one of the prayers we recommend all the devotees who are trying to preach, in whatever capacity. You could be a facilitator for the adults, you could be a facilitator for the kids, you could be a facilitator for the teens or the youths, or the outreach programs, or whatever you are doing. This is a wonderful meditation we all can have by reading Srila Prabhupada's this poem, Jaladuta poem. If we constantly read, at least every time when we are going to a program, if we keep on reading it, it actually helps us to set our mind in a proper mood. So I just want to, just give me a second. I'll just read it. So once again, we can remind ourselves. Sorry, just a minute. So nice. My dear Lord Krishna, you are so kind upon this useless soul, but I do not know why you have brought me here. Now you can do whatever you like with me. Srila Prabhupada is writing this in the ship, Jaladuta. But I guess you have some business here. Otherwise, why would you bring me to this terrible place? This actually yeah, that Srila Prabhupada returned on board the ship just after it had arrived in Boston. So when the ship arrived at the Boston harbor, Prabhupada wrote this. So I will start from the beginning. My dear Lord Krishna, you are so kind upon this useless soul, but I do not know why you have brought me here. Now you can do whatever you like with me. But I guess you have some business here. Otherwise, why would you bring me to this terrible place? Most of the population here is covered by the material modes of ignorance and passion. Absorbed in material life, they think themselves very happy and satisfied, and therefore they have no taste for the transcendental message of Vasudeva. I do not know how they will be able to understand it. But I know your causeless mercy can make everything possible because you are the most expert mystic. How will they understand the mellows of devotional service? Oh Lord, I am simply praying for your mercy so that I will be able to convince them about your message. All living entities have become under the control of the illusory energy by your will. And therefore, if you like, by your will, they can also be released from the clutches of illusion. I wish that you may deliver them. Therefore, if you so desire their deliverance, then only will they be able to understand your message. The words of Srimad Bhagavatam are your incarnation, and if a sober person repeatedly receives them with submissive oral reception, then he will be able to understand your message. Then Prabhupada is writing, it is said in the Srimad Bhagavatam 1 to 17 to 21, Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, super soul, in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who relishes his message, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. By regularly hearing the Bhagavatam and rendering service unto the pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart is practically destroyed, and loving service unto the glorious Lord, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. At the time loving service is established in the heart, the modes of passion, ignorance, and lust and desire disappear from the heart. Then the devotee is established in goodness and he becomes happy. Thus, established in the mood of goodness, the man rejuvenated by loving service to the Lord gains liberation from material association and comes to know scientifically of the personality of Godhead. Thus, the knots of the heart and all misgivings are cut to pieces. The chain of root of actions, karma, is terminated when one sees the self as master. He will become liberated from the influence of the modes of ignorance and passion, and thus all inauspicious things accumulated in the core of the heart will disappear. How will I make them understand this message of Krishna consciousness? I'm very unfortunate, unqualified, and the most fallen. Therefore, I am seeking your benediction so that I can convince them, for I am powerless to do so on my own. Somehow or other, O Lord, you have brought me here to speak about you. Now, my Lord, it is up to you to make me a success or failure as you like. O spiritual master of all the worlds, I can simply repeat your message. So, if you like, you can make my power of speaking suitable for their understanding. Only by your causeless mercy will my words become pure. I am sure that when this transcendental message penetrates their hearts, they will certainly feel engladdened and thus become liberated from all unhappy conditions of life. Oh Lord, I am just like a puppet in your hands. So if you have brought me here to dance, then make me dance, make me dance. Oh Lord, make me dance as you like. I have no devotion, nor do I have any knowledge, but I have strong faith in the holy name of Krishna. I have been designated as Bhakti Vedanta, and now, if you like, you can fulfill the real purport of Bhakti Vedanta. Signed, the most unfortunate, insignificant beggar, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, on board the ship Jaladuta, Commonwealth Pair, Boston, USA, dated 18th of September 1965. Interesting, isn't it? The mood of Srila Prabhupada. So this is the mood for as a devotee who wants to preach. So when we want to preach, our mood should be that if anything fails or anything appears to be failing, our mood is not to put a blame on others. Here, Prabhupada did not say, "Oh, the American people are like this," or he did not actually blame anybody. Rather, he said that I am totally unqualified. I have no power to do so anything on my own. So I'm begging your mercy, my dear Lord. Only by your mercy, anything is possible. So that is the mood one can actually attract the mercy of Krishna. And when Krishna actually empowers, then anyone can do anything. Of course, Srila Prabhupada was a pure devotee, but it is mentioned that anyone for that matter. That's why they say, Om Ajnana Tibirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurun Militamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So if one gets the mercy of Guru and Krishna, what happens to that person when he gets empowered? Even a dumb is someone who can't even speak. But that dumb, when he gets empowered by Krishna and he gets empowered by the spiritual master, he can speak eloquently as if, he can, the words can flow from his mouth like a river. And even a blind person who can't see anything, if he is empowered by the Lord, he can see everything he can see. Uh, Someone who can't even walk a lame, he can cross the mountains if he gets empowered. So this is what happens. So that means anyone can be empowered. A dumb can be empowered, a lame can be empowered, a blind can be empowered. So not that one has to be a pure devotee to be empowered. Pure devotee is already empowered, but anyone can be empowered. So it is a very wonderful message to contemplate that how we can actually become a recipient of that mercy, how we can also get empowered by Krishna. Because unless we get empowered by Krishna, it is not possible to touch anyone's heart. So we all want to be empowered, and we also should become empowering. Srila Prabhupada, we see, he's an empowered acharya. That's why, he did such a magical thing of 108 temples, thousands of devotees, so many books, super empowered. Prabhupada was also empowering, um, that he empowered all his disciples, and they did amazing things. Still, they are doing amazing things. So this Krishna consciousness movement is such a wonderful movement where we are getting the opportunity to be empowered by the Lord. And when we get empowered by the Lord, we also can empower others. That is the principle of servant leadership. Many of you are here doing the Bhakti Vriksha, and the Bhakti Vriksha, the leader is called a servant leader, because the mood of a leader has to be servant, because then only he can receive the mercy. He can be empowered. If he only feels himself a servant, he will actually become a leader. So that means he will be empowered to become a leader when he considers himself a servant. Then when he gets that empowerment as a leader, then what happens? He will be able to empower others. That's where the multiplication happens. A leader, he's doing a Bhakti Vriksha, and when he does it by the mercy of the Lord, when he's empowered and when he's doing it, the Lord empowers him. And then what happens? You see that many leaders comes out of that particular group. So they get empowered. And then they go further and they do. So this is the process. We see that Mahaprabhu, that's what he wanted. He did not say that, okay, only Prabhupada will do it or he will do it. Mahaprabhu said, I'm the only gardener. How many fruits I can pluck? How many fruits I can eat? I want many hands to distribute this. So that means Mahaprabhu wants all of us to become those empowered personalities, because we have got this very special gift. We can't just keep it with ourselves. We want to give this. It is like if there is a pandemic time, if someone has found a medicine, the corona time, we saw how people, everyone, we all went through various challenges. People could not even go out. Imagine that time someone has, in the very beginning itself, someone has found a medicine and you got the medicine, and now you have been given the authority. Okay, you can go and distribute the medicine. What will we do? Are we going to just keep the medicine and lock the door and keep it for ourselves and only for our family? No, we want to go out and give so that many dying people can be saved, isn't it? So similarly, this is what Mahaprabhu says, that the Kali Yuga people are all suffering, all suffering. How can we just keep sit in the house and just be happy ourselves? We have to go and give this medicine to everyone. And what is this medicine? This is the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna mantra is a medicine, aushadhi. That is what Mahaprabhu said. Eneshi aushadhi maya nasi baro lagi. Harinama Maha mantra lavu tumi mahi. So he has brought this medicine. I have brought this medicine just for you, he says. So by giving this medicine, what happens? People can be freed from the disease of illusion. Because in illusion, everyone is thinking I'm suffering. But when they are freed from the illusion, oh yeah, I'm okay, fine. So we have a great responsibility. We have a great responsibility to purify ourselves, and then purify others, help others to get purified. So that means we have to become empowered. And to be empowered, we have to become humble. And we have to have the eagerness to serve. If someone, say, I'm just giving the example of a Bhakti Vriksha because we can relate easily. If I've been given an opportunity to be a servant leader, say example, and if I do not have a desire to actually make devotees or help people to become devotees, if I don't have a sincere desire, but I'm just doing it, someone told me, okay, you can be a leader, you do it. If I do like that, will I be able to get empowered? No, because here the point mentioned is that we have to have a sincere desire. I have to do it. Like Prabhupada said, my spiritual master has given me instruction. I want to make him happy. I desperately want to make him happy. At any cost, I want to make him happy. So if we have a desire at any cost, I want to make sure that Every single person who has come, who has walked inside this room, or who has walked inside my Bhakti Vriksha, they should become devotees. They should become empowered devotees. If we have the true desire, sincere desire, desperate desire, genuine desire, Krishna will fulfill. So that means we all have to work on developing this sincere, genuine desire to serve Krishna. We're all serving Krishna, but how deep is our desire? How sincere are we? Uh, it is not that some other person is asking, okay, how many devotees have come today, in your group, or how is your Bhakti Vriksha happening? How many devotees are chanting? Are you able to read? Or so it is just for to give a report to someone we are doing it. Any service for that matter, could be deity service also, could be book distribution also, any role we have taken up, it is only we are doing because I have to just report to the other person. That means we can never be empowered. If you only have a genuine sincere desire, because Krishna is sitting in our heart as Paramatma, he knows our intention very well, why we are doing, for whom we are doing. So if Krishna sees we have a genuine desire to do whatever we want to do, could be anything, any service for that matter, then what happens? Krishna empowers us. So we all want to be empowered. So this is one thing which we can very deeply contemplate, that how can I make my desire pure, genuine? Basically, how do I increase my sincerity? Being sincere is something very, very important. Without that, we cannot actually please Krishna. If we don't please Krishna, then where is the mercy coming? Okay. Krishna says, okay, you are not very desperate. Okay, I will see the person who is desperate, I will give him. Wait in the queue. That's why many times we are not able to actually derive that mercy, because it's not deep. It is not deep. We are just doing it as a chore. It is another chore. It is another work. Okay, tick mark, done. But when we have a genuine desire, magics will happen. So we want to develop that mood so that we can become a useful instrument. We can be an empowering instrument, empowered instrument, and a pleasing instrument in the hands of Guru and Krishna. So all the great personalities, that's why by reading Srila Prabhupada's Leela Amrita, reading his biography, there is a small version, You Are Ever Well-Wisher. We can read that book. If you have already read also, we can again read it. Or we can read Leela Amrita. By keep on reading it, we see that, we are actually fine tuning our consciousness, and we see, our desires to serve Krishna becomes more deep. And then when Krishna sees that, naturally he empowers us, because it is a duty of a preacher. I read, I think one of the lectures I heard, it is a duty of a Goshti Anandi. Goshti Anandi means a preacher. Goshti Anandi, one who derives joy in bringing more, making more devotees. So as someone who is a preacher or who is sharing the Krishna consciousness to others, so that person is called Goshti Anandi. So the responsibility of a Goshti Anandi is to become a sincere Bhajananandi. That means we have to do whatever we need to do, our homework. Then only we attract the mercy of Krishna. Krishna, I really want to serve. Oh, whatever it takes for me to do it, I will do it. Oh, I have to chant. Because if I don't chant properly, if I don't make an effort to chant properly or attentively, how do I even tell others? Even if I tell others, it is not going to make any difference. Because Krishna is watching, sitting inside. Hey, come on, what are you talking? What are you talking? Krishna is not saying that, oh, only after you start chanting attentively that you should go and preach. No. Krishna is saying, are we making a genuine effort to chant attentively? That is the point. Do we have a genuine desire to chant attentively? When that is there, we can keep speaking, no problem. We know that we are still working on ourselves. But when we don't bother, only for others we are saying, then Krishna is watching inside the heart. Oh, okay, you are talking so much, but actually you're not doing. So then it doesn't actually touch anybody. Doesn't touch ourselves also, and it doesn't touch anyone's heart also. So that's why it's very important for us. It's our duty and responsibility for each and every one of us who is here with different roles. It is our responsibility to see that we do our homework, achar, and then the sincere desire to give that to others. Then naturally we feel empowered. Then all the challenges comes on our path. You see how Krishna as a magic removes it. We saw in Srila Prabhupada's life, so many obstacles came, but Krishna was there and he removed it. And that magic will also happen. And some of us has some glimpse of all those magics in our lives too. So we have to just be grateful for Krishna for those, but we just don't want here and there glimpses, but we want eternally that mercy to shower upon us. So then we have to be very thoughtful, mindful, to be sincere in our efforts, in whatever efforts we are making to make Krishna happy. We want to be more sincere. So this is something very important, because this is a very big topic itself to go deep, because I just don't want to keep flipping the pages. I think this is a point, as a community, as an individual, for myself, and as a community, I think this is a very important point for us to really contemplate. Empowerment. We want to be empowered. We also want to be an empowering instrument. An empowered instrument and an empowering instrument. That's where we can actually do amazing things for the pleasure of the Lord, not for name and fame. And then we can actually help so many people. We can actually help the community. We can actually help the whole world, if we can become, if we are able to become an empowered instrument. So I will stop here, because it's something for us to contemplate and work on. So we will read the rest of the Shamanandini Mataji. Thank you so much for reading it very beautifully. And maybe Durga Mataji can read next time. Yeah. I just went on
Mhm.
like that, so she didn't get an opportunity. Sorry for that, but you can do it next week. Actually, this pastime is really an amazing pastime. We will see how Vallabha Bhatta is coming with actually, in the beginning, he's glorifying Mahaprabhu, but you see later, he becomes, with great pride, he will start speaking. And then Mahaprabhu will smash his pride. And you see how Mahaprabhu talks about humility. It is mind blowing, actually. So it is very, very nice that we go deep into this pastime. We can actually learn a lot from this chapter 7 of Antya Leela. So we want to not rush. Take some points, contemplate, apply, and then share also. It will be very nice. So I will stop here, and then I would request Prabhu to Ranjanimai Prabhu to take over. But before that, I would also say that it would be nice we all of us can pray for all the devotees in Bangladesh, as we all know that the political condition in Bangladesh is not good now, and many devotees who are here, they have their families in Bangladesh. So it is a great concern, because back home the families, how they are doing, what's happening, when there is a great unrest in the country, when things are not right, it is really a great matter of concern. So we want to pray, chant 3 times Hare Krishna mantra. We want to pray for the safety and well-being of all the devotees, and in general people. So in Bangladesh, all these riots comes to an end, and the things become peaceful. So that's our prayer. So let's all chant 3 times Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare.
Rama, Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare.
Oh, by the mercy of Krishna, things become better. Yeah. Okay, thank you. And Prabhu,
Yeah,
over to
Hare
you.
Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji, for a wonderful session and inspiring all of us for praying to the devotees and all well-being, those who have going through the tough time, Mataji. Uh, I'll share my screen. Hope you can see the screen now.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
devotees, like you can write the takeaways, post the announcement section. I will read it out, whatever devotees have written their takeaways and points which Mataji has shared from the today's class. Uh, yeah, some of the highlight of the last week. So I'll go through first the book distribution. Yeah, so last week's MSF has happened in South NC, and many devotees. I have listed down all the devotees like Dhirudata Prabhu, Maitri Prabhu, and Shyamanishri Mataji, Shilpi Mataji, Yogeshwar Guru, Raj Prabhu, Bhaskar Prabhu, Shyam Prabhu, Anand Prabhu, Achyut Vijesh Prabhu, Manish Prabhu, Manvendra Prabhu, Vanda Mataji, and Yashashwini and Krishna Priya. These devotees all went. So Shilpi Mataji, are you here? Would like to share some wonderful points, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Right, Bol.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, everyone. So this was my first MSF, and I was a bit nervous as I've never done it before, and I don't know how to approach people, what to talk and stuff. But anyway, went with Vyamaneshwari Mataji, and so I was with her in the beginning, and we came across an Indian who was very, very happy to see us, so it was very confidence boosting, that there are people out there who are looking out for us, who are waiting to have that mercy. And she happened to be from East Ham. So, we saw her in South Ham, never saw her in East Ham before, but she was supposed to have the mercy in East Ham. So that was very, very nice. And so then I thought, okay, I'll go on my own and try out. So for 5-10 minutes, first 5-10 minutes, nothing happened. So I was a bit disheartened. Then I was praying to Prabhupada, please help me serve your mission. And then I came across this man, spoke to him, and he happened to be an Afghani. So I was a bit taken aback, listening. He's from Afghanistan. But I thought, I can't stop now. I have to, start the speaking, so I have to. So then I continued, and he was very, very happy to, take up Bhagavad Gita. And he gave a good amount of Lakshmi as well, compared to like other Indians. So that was, that was like we form mental blocks, and sometimes we think we can't talk. How are we gonna talk to people, or who will we come across? But it just shows that we shouldn't judge a book by its cover. We have to go out and speak to everyone. And so that was very good. Then came across an English woman, an English mom. She had 2 kids in pram, and she was very, very happy to take the book, and she gave Lakshmi as well very nicely, and very happy. She was very happy to come across us, that we met her. So that was very good, and it was very, very satisfying experience, that we could bring smiles to people's faces, and they were happy that we approached them. And so yeah, it just made me really happy that I could be a little aid in Prabhupada's mission, just so that was very, very happy. So yeah, I mean, Prabhupada just wants to give Krishna Prem to everyone, and if we can be his instrument, so that was very satisfying experience. So if anyone feels they can't go out and speak, and they are shy like me, I never thought I'll be able to go, and I was able to give out few books, so I was very happy. So anyone can do, if I can do it, I feel. So yeah, thank you, Mataji, very much for giving this opportunity. It was a very satisfying experience. Thank you. Haribol.
Hari Hari Bol Jai. Wonderful, Mataji. In fact, I really appreciate, Mataji felt that, I'm shy. How can I do it? But, the desire to come out. She didn't think that, okay, I can't do it, so I don't want to come. She said, I want to come and then, see. She was very enthusiastic. In fact, I just mentioned I'm going for this, to Southern for books. And immediately she said, I will join you. And then she came, and then only few moments, a little time she was with me. And then after that, she started singing, and she was really amazing. She was trying to stop every single person. A lot of enthusiasm. And see, that's what, when we have the sincere desire to serve, that then what happens? Krishna empowers. And that's what happened. We could see many people were coming and taking books from her. So it is not about, we don't have to worry about our nature, we don't have to worry about any of our external skills, qualification, expertise, this and that. Only thing is, if we have a sincerely, if we want to serve, then we see Krishna empowers. And we may not even say very high five words and all, but even we may say something, and then people may feel very inspired, and then it will take. So this is transcendental. So this is the beauty of Krishna consciousness, that we don't need to have any qualification. Actually, the qualification is that one should feel that I have no qualification and I'm simply depending on you, depending on your mercy, my dear Lord, but I really want to serve you. I really want to serve you. So it's wonderful, Shilpi Mataji. And Mataji is looking forward for more opportunities as well. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hari Bol, Hari Krishna.
So next announcement is like some of the programs has happened. So we were graced with the Association of His Holiness Vrindavan Chand Swami Maharaj in the Basildon. So Maharaj came forward, and it was 2 hour class, and it was so beautiful class. Everyone was so absorbed, and Maharaj inspired us about the chanting the holy name and how to progress and priority in the bhakti. So you can see the beautiful pictures, and around 50-60 devotees has come, and they got the gracious event. And similar another program has happened on Sunday in Elford area, where Maharaj again came and gave his blessings for all the devotees. So some of the section from Elford. And recently His Holiness Bhanu Sai Maharaj came on Thursday, Krishna Capital Gate, and Maharaj gave a beautiful session, and devotees were so happy over there. So these are some pics from that event. Yeah, so this is like, I think Bhagavad Gita has already started from today's 5th of August. So that was a one reminder from the Bhagavad Gita courses. Yeah, this is gentle reminder for all the devotees about the daily online morning program Japa with the devotees that happens from morning 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. So I would request all devotees, please kindly participate and take the opportunity of online Sangha. Hari Bol. Yeah. So some community birthday. Today we have the birthday of Urvashi Mataji, Hari Bol. And today is also marriage anniversary of Anil Prabhu and Kalyani Mataji from Dwarka Dham. And 7th is like Supriya Jana Mataji's birthday, 7th August. So would like to chant 3 times, oh, I mean like 1 time, loudly Hare Krishna Mahamantra for all these wonderful devotees for their spiritual well-being and happy Krishna conscious. So
Hare
can we unmute
Krishna.
ourselves and chant?
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rasraj, we want to say anything, Guruji? You just send a message.
Is it
Rajan too.
Urvashi Mataji, is it our cake cutting going on or what? Because I heard
Yes,
that
yes.
everybody is in
It's
her
just
house.
about to cut the cake, Mother. We can
Like,
show the video and all the devotees can pray.
Yeah.
Prabhu, can you just come in? I can see now. Okay, yeah.
That.
Prabhu,
it
can you
clear?
remove the background?
Yeah, it's
You
not
have
clear.
blurred the background.
Oh, blur the
Prabhu,
background. Okay, 1 minute.
Prabhu, you can put it full screen.
Yes, Mataji.
We can't see clearly.
Yes,
Okay.
we can see
Yeah.
now. Haribol!
Hare Krishna.
We
Okay.
can see all the devotees.
Haribol, Urshi Mataji, happy Krishna conscious birthday to you.
Thank you,
You're
Mataji.
getting-
Thank you very much. Please keep us, our
Mhm.
family, our Chelmsford devotee in your prayer always.
Mhm. So very nice for devotees who don't know Urvashi Mataji. She was initially she was in East London. I mean, East Ham, and then now she has moved to Chelmsford quite few years back. And she and Prabhu, Ashish Prabhu, you can see Pihu here. The whole family, they are doing wonderful preaching in Chelmsford. And especially Mataji is very much blessed by Srimati Radharani. Amazing cooking, makes varieties of cakes and a lot of wonderful prasadam. She has hooked devotees by her prasadam, I would say. And Lord Jagannath also wanted to, relish those offerings. So he has also manifested in Chelmsford. So Mataji also many visiting devotees also they come and stay in their place, and then they keep serving. So doing really amazing service to all the devotees there, and also for bringing many new people, connecting to Krishna. So wonderful service, Urvashi Mataji. We pray for your good health and long Krishna conscious life ahead in the blissful service of Guru Krishna and Vaishnavas. Thank you so much. Yeah, so now we will sing the um, birthday song, and Mataji can cut the cake live.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna to
To
you,
you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
to
to
you,
you,
Hare
Hare
Krishna to
Krishna to
dear Urvashi
you,
Mataji.
Mataji, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
to
Krishna to
to
you.
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 May Krishna bless
Krishna
you,
Bless
bless you,
you,
dear.
dear.
May
May
Krishna bless
Krishna
you,
bless you, dear.
dear. May Krishna
May
bless
Krishna
you,
bless
dear
you, dear.
Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna to
Krishna
to
to
you.
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 Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Once again, happy Krishna conscious birthday to dear Urvashi Mataji. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Haribol.
You can see Basildon, South End, Chelmsford, East Ham, everyone are there. Oh, thank you. Hari Bol.
You can send
Yeah.
Rajendra is still there. You can still send Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you for giving to all the devotees. we have tasted it by our eyes, which we can't do actually. Only Krishna can do it. Uh, uh,
Mataji, cake made by Sweta Mataji.
oh, Sweta Mataji, show her face. Hari Bol. Now many cake bakers are also coming up. Wonderful. Excellent, excellent. You are empowering them, huh? Hari Bol.
No, Mataji, no, not at all. She's already
Already an expert.
Yeah,
Okay.
already expert in all the things.
Excellent, excellent. Very nice. Jai, wonderful. Very happy to
Yeah,
be
like
part of
Jagannath
the
Mataji.
celebration.
Uh,
So we can today take a darshan here from Lord Jagannath here. Chelmsford. Hari Hari Bol. Jai. Gauranga. Jai Jagannath. Jai Baladev. Jai Subhadra Maharani. Sudarshan Chakra ki jai. And Ratna Bhushan Nitai.
Prema Avatar Gaura.
Prema Avatar Gaura. Ki jai.
yeah.
Ananda Chelmsford devotees ki jai. No, Essex devotees ki jai. Including everyone. Jai. All blissful faces, their young ones, and everyone. Haribol. Jai. Thank you. So we are also joined your birthday party. Jai, jai.
It was surprise and shock for me, Mataji, today.
Huh?
I didn't know anything. It was surprise and
Yeah,
shocking
surprise.
for me.
Yes, surprise. Yeah. Birthday should be surprise only, na. Then there is no fun. For all the wonderful seva you have done, they are reciprocating.
All your prayer, your association, Mataji. Thank you very much, Mataji.
Thank you for your association, and we pray that you can continue to be a wonderful instrument in the mission of Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much, Mataji. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Very nice, huh? Live birthday celebration. We all joined without traveling. But only when you travel, you get the cake. You see? That's the thing. Okay, so wonderful. Thank you.
Mataji. And
Huh?
we'll make Jagannath. And you
Ah,
all.
okay. Thank you, Mataji. That's kidding. Thank you so much. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Thank you. Prabhu, is there any other announcement? I'll go down and then throw the darshan. Prabhu, please, can you say about the Bhagavatam Bhadra campaign?
Definitely, Mataji. And
Thank
parallelly,
you.
I think some devotee has mentioned about the today's takeaway, so I'll read and
Yeah,
I'll.
please. Yeah, thank you.
So thank you, Karthik Bro. So Karthik Bro has mentioned Hare Krishna. Anyone can be empowered irrespective of any position. Krishna is not partial to anyone. Remembrance of Krishna and his devotees cleanses our heart and purify. Very wonderful point, Karthik. And today, Mataji also uh, repeated the golden words like always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. So that one of the golden rule how we can always remember Krishna. So thank you, Bro, for putting a wonderful point. So yeah, Mataji was highlighting about the Bhadra campaign. So it's like bringing Krishna at our house. So it's like taking Bhagavatam set. It's very auspicious to take on this month. So we we all can encourage our friends, relative, and back home India. We can sponsor the Bhagavatam, and it's like getting the ticket of Golok Vrindavan. Just sponsor on Bhagavatam for anyone, and you will be spiritually uplifted in consciousness. So it's a nice opportunity for everyone to be a part of Bhadra campaign. And if you have here, if you don't have, you can bring at your home. And devotees come and do the installation at your home. They'll do the nice kirtan. They will invite devotees to do the aarti, and they'll install Bhagavatam at your house. And back home in India, if you want, give them as a gift of Srimad Bhagavatam, and that is the most valuable gift. And that also can be so. In India, I think it's once 100 pound. It's not much. So if you would like, please come forward and you can do that as well. So we'll just wait for Mataji to get darshan of Lord Jagannath. So if any devotee is willing, they can reach out to Manish Prabhu, myself, or even Shri Mataji directly for the Srimad Bhagavatam set in any language. If they are like Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu, or if back home you want to give to your relatives in any language, that is also option is also available.
Yeah, Prabhu, I'll be in a second. Also, Prabhu, we can do, if devotees are happy, we can do the installation ceremony of the Bhagavatam also. We can come to their homes and do a small kirtan program and then keep the Bhagavatam in that way. That's absolutely free. Devotees can come and then do this installation ceremony. So it's a great blessing. So a nice opportunity not to miss, and then take Bhagavatam. They have installment opportunities are also available for those who are not able to give 175 in one go. They have brought this installment opportunities, facilities, so that everyone can actually get this blessing. So you have two kinds of installments as well. One is you can go for 6 months, and another one is 1 year. The 6-month one is you pay 55 as initial payment, and then 20 pounds per month. And the 1 year one is you pay 55 as your initial this thing, and then 10 pounds per month. So it's not that one has to pay the whole thing in one go also. So this opportunity is also available, and in various languages also we can get it, like Hindi, Gujarati, Telugu, Tamil, so all this various languages, even in Bengali. So all these opportunities are available, so we can try to grab the mercy. Okay, Prabhu, if you can spotlight, I'm in YDD.
Yes, then Mataji, we can see Mataji, yeah.
Yeah. Can you see? Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Maybe you can.
Yes, Prabhu.
जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, जय श्री लड्डू
Jai.
गोपाल की, श्री गौर निताय की,
Jai.
श्री तत्व भगवान की, डिवाइन ग्रेस श्री भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर
So we thank you. Haribol. Thank you so much, Ranjani Mai Prabhu. Thank you, all the devotees, for taking part in this session. We really request all of you to continue joining the session, because just by joining, we can actually hear from the Chaitanya Charitamrita directly, and Srila Prabhupada's, translation, and the further important takeaways which we can take from this wonderful book. So please do not miss. And also we see that many announcements are made which is happening in the community. So we request every single devotee in the yatra to not miss this particular session, because this is a session, it is like an online sangha for all of us. One is we are actually hearing more about Mahaprabhu. We are actually taking many takeaways for our own betterment in Krishna consciousness. Plus, we are getting an online association of all the groups, because in your respective Bhakti Vrikshas, you only have your group, but this is the only online forum. You have devotees from all places, right from Chelmsford to East Ham to Dartford to every single place. So it's an online sangha for all of us, and also all the important events happening like monthly Sankirtan, whether it is any VIP guest will come to any program, we come to know everything, acknowledging birthday celebrations, prayers for the devotees, everything is happening. So please make use of this online gathering opportunity. We are not even physically traveling, we are just have to switch on and get this wonderful association, and also get the blessings, prayers, mercy of the Lord. We're also taking Jagannath Darshan. So we request everyone, please do not miss this. And those who could not join, also encourage them to be part of this wonderful association. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. We will meet you next week. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Wonderful session. Hare Bol.